Hello and welcome everyone. It's Adam with Arcana Mundi, your psychic witch, and I'm here to do a love reading for you. We are going to do this for every sign, so they will be time stamped below in the comments. Now, we're going to take a look today at what is to come in love for you. Okay, so we're just going to do some quick little cards here, nothing too crazy today. Just kind of take a peek at what's coming, okay? We're going to go ahead and begin with Taurus. Go ahead and smash that like button. Subscribe if you see fit. I'm trying to fight the YouTube algorithm, so please feel free to go ahead and do those things. Taurus. What's in store for Taurus? Okay, so at the bottom of the deck we have the High Priestess here. I feel like there is a person in your purview or in your life right now that you might not be aware of has some feelings for you. Okay, there's an awakening coming. Truths being revealed with the Magician card here. We're looking at, the power of your own intention and will. I feel like a lot of you aren't really focused on, I feel like you always are focused on love, but I feel like you're kind of putting it on the back burner a little bit right now. You're not really too in depth, pining away trying to find someone, okay? But I feel like there is some communication coming forward. It may be in the form of social media or text regarding someone's intent with you. Could potentially be a Leo. I feel like this is going to kind of shake you a bit. I feel like you're not really, if this is a person you kind of have a little bit of a history with, you're kind of not expecting it. You're not really expecting that they're going to reach out in this way, or maybe you thought that they were not interested. But I do feel like they have some strong intentions toward the future with you, and they're willing to do the work and put in the work to manifest that with you, okay? But there is some mystery to this, and I feel like this is regarding their true feelings. I feel like you have no idea that this person actually feels that way toward you. I feel like you may suspect that they kind of, even if it's someone that you're kind of lackadaisically talking to, I feel like you feel that they may not come into being something more than this. So keep your eyes peeled. Pay attention to this awakening because I do feel like it's pretty significant. Even if it is just a lesson relationship, I don't really feel that, but I do feel that this person is going to express some interest or intention towards moving forward with you, okay? In some way, shape, or form, whether it be, a relationship. But I would take your time with it. I wouldn't necessarily rush in, okay? Take your time with them, get to know them. Don't rush this situation, okay? Anyway, that's what I have for you, Taurus. We're going to go ahead and move on to Virgo. What is coming from Virgo? Sorry, these are matte cards, so I use a lot of oils on my hands, and every time I touch them, I get these awesome marks. That's fun. I love these cards, though. Virgo. At the bottom of the deck. Oop, let me wipe that out. There's lots on there. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Swords. This person is watching you, Virgo. I feel like you may in turn be watching them a little bit as well through social media as much as you can. I do feel for you, Virgo, this may be someone from the past, okay? Because there's a semblance of something that needs to be overcome, some truths that need to be balanced, and some, I feel like I'm getting a sense that there was a little bit of an issue with this person in the past, whether you were already dated them or whether you, maybe talk to them for a while and things just didn't pan out at the time. There are some things that will be revealed through communication with you and them. I feel like this connection does have the potential to lead to marriage very strongly. But what's interesting is I feel like whatever has happened causes this person to kind of keep some things revealed, or like there's almost a hesitancy on this person's end. It's almost like they're waiting on what you are willing to communicate about through this justice card, because there are some things that they like hold back from saying with the high priestess here. Okay, like there's a little bit of a mystery on both ends. I feel that you guys are feeling, can this come back together? How could it come back together? How would we communicate through the issues and be truthful and honest with respect? Because there are some things that need to be overcome here and balanced more fairly within this situation. But the interesting thing is I feel like since this situation has kind of like taken a back burner in both of your lives, there's still this energy of watching each other. Okay, so just keep in mind, like, I feel like the watching isn't necessarily in like a creepy stalkery kind of way, but it's more so in a trying to learn information about where you are, and I feel you're trying to do the same about them, but you're doing it without actually communicating. So I will say, like, in order for this connection to reveal the truths and to balance the scales and become something very loyal and enduring again, and like able to overcome whatever obstacles you have, you do have to communicate and restore the balance through the communication and remove the shroud. Okay, there's a shroud on both ends here. Okay, with the high priestess, with the justice, it's about taking that shroud away and allowing the truths to be seen and everything to be fully communicated about before you can move forward and manifest this and make it something worth your time. Okay, so keep that in mind, Virgo. That's what I have for you today. Capricorn, we're gonna go ahead and see what's coming here for you guys. Sorry, my camera keeps shaking because I'm shaking the table. And to see for Capricorn, what is coming for my Capricorns. Oh no. Okay, we're gonna pull another card for you, Capricorns, because I want to see what's coming after this, okay? Capricorn, there's someone, I feel like there's a lot of love in this situation, like emotional love, but there's also a lot of miscommunication. We're going to pull another card to clarify the future beyond this. Hold on, I need something more clear. Okay. Bottom of the deck, we have the Three of Cups. I feel like there is a little bit of third-party energy, third-party communication that you may learn about here with this person. We're going to tuck those up there. Okay, so Capricorn, what we're looking at here, I feel there's an energy of communicative defeat here, intentional and ideological defeat with this person about the future. Okay, I feel like for some of you there will be some betrayal that comes about, or some understanding of maybe third-party communication that affects the emotionality of the relationship. So keep that in mind with the Three of Swords here. With the King of Cups, we're looking at the fact that there is love. Both of you hold love for each other, especially this person, but I feel like this person necessarily doesn't understand how to embrace that love while putting away different things like their ego or other intentions than love. I feel like this person is not necessarily the best at communicating. Sometimes their words may be a little harsh. I feel like there's a little bit of pain involved on your end for this situation, and I'm just being honest. But that's why we read tarot, so we can learn, through the things and kind of prepare ourselves for what may be to come. Okay? Um, and this isn't all bad. It's just, with the Three of Cups, again, I feel like with this person, it may be someone who maybe talks ill about the relationship and kind of affects their emotions, okay? Um, this is the only Three of Cups card I'm not in love with usually because the cup usually overflows into the other two cups, which are the cups of the Two of Cups and the Lovers. And this cup usually taints those two cups. And what I'm seeing here again, like there's a third sword, there's communication of you, communication of your partner, and understanding of both. And then there's this third energy in here that doesn't need to be here, and that's the betrayal. Okay, so we're looking here at, this could even just be texting another person. This could just be, like maybe even just misunderstandings about where the relationship could be going or the connection. For some of you, this has already happened or just recently has happened. For some of you, it is to come. Okay. But we get a chance now that we know this is coming to kind of communicate a little bit better before this happens, right? So maybe amp up the communication between you and your person because there is love here. That's the weird thing. There is a lot of emotion here. Maybe you're not showing your feelings to each other through communication right now, but that, that might be something that needs to be addressed. Because right now I see with the Five of Cups, there's a little bit of remorse here, a little bit of regret about how things will occur in the future. Um, and the Page of Cups, we're also looking at, I feel like the Page of Cups can symbolize someone new coming that is a little bit younger. Um, maybe not offering their emotions as readily, but I feel like this may also be symbolizing the reason of this situation. Okay, I feel like with the King of Cups, yes, there's love, but I feel like this person may not understand how to express their love in a full emotional range. So I feel like communicating, if you are trying to avoid this situation, communicating through this with them and maybe like, being very open and honest and respectful of like their phase in life versus yours. Um, with loving situations and the presentation of love to another human being, keep in mind we all start somewhere and we all are on different steps in our journey, okay? So I would just say, if there is some kind of third party that can be a little toxic, maybe toxic codependency of friends, family, whatever it may be, Capricorn. Um, but, um, and it could also be a third um, interest as well that's causing this problem. Um, Not all hope is lost, Capricorn. Just keep that in mind. I'm gonna pull. I know I wasn't gonna do this, but I feel like this read needs a little more info. So, what would occur beyond this connection if Capricorn chooses? Okay, Capricorn, I think you might want to be a little careful with how you choose your people. The devil is Capricorn energy, so I mean, I feel this is you standing in your power, but I feel like this is also the understanding of what occurred with third parties and the other thing. I feel like moving forward, you'll have a determination to find victory in connections, and I feel like this is a little bit faded. I feel like Spirit is telling you right now that there's a little bit of divine timing attached to this. So it might just not be the right phase or timing in your life for the type of connection you're seeking, if that makes sense. Like you may still have some things to go through. Ooh, oh my god, excuse me. I drank so much coffee this morning and I don't know like what's going on, but Oh, my stomach is not great. But it's very early here, like 6 a.m. or something. But I wanted to get these out before I go to work. But I feel like, with that, we all come to different readinesses in our lives and preparednesses. Those aren't even words, probably, but you know what I mean. And a lot of that comes with, going through the hard relationships, going through the difficult times so that we can strengthen ourselves and understand what it is that we truly want and understand what it is that we actually deserve from another person. Because sometimes we don't believe we deserve a certain amount of love or respect or whatever it may be, even though we believe we should. Sometimes we're really not internally projecting that energy out. And then in turn, we attract people who hurt us and teach us lessons in order to prepare us to be ready for that. So just be cautious with that. I feel like you will be willing to take a leap of faith with someone. Just don't be too eager moving forward, because you do want to make sure that like your needs are being met in any relationship that you go forward. And I feel like that might be the lesson that you're here in this situation to learn before you're prepared for the next person you can take a leap of faith with, because you want to feel comfortable and divinely supported while you take that leap of faith. You want to feel safe and secure, even though it is a risk. Every time we get in a relationship, it's a risk, but you should feel pretty safe with the next person. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Capricorn. All hope is not lost. We all go through difficult times, and for some of you, this may not be your message, and that's okay. We're reading for collectives, and when we read for collectives, we pull on whoever needs the message most urgently within the collective of Capricorn or whatever sign we're reading. So this might not be your situation. It could be another Capricorn group's situation. And just keep in mind, like, check back, because next time we read, we might have your message rather than theirs, okay? So, that's what I have for you, Capricorn. Don't give up. You got this. All right, so we are on Gemini. Too many cards. What is coming for Gemini, love? What is coming for Gemini, love? Whoa. Okay, Gemini. Not where I was thinking that was going, but I think it's going somewhere good. Okay, so right now at the bottom of the deck, underlying energy, we do have a lot of responsibility and burden. Okay. But also a willingness to build something, to put in the effort. Um, there can be a little bit of like overwhelming energy with work situations right now, etc., etc., etc. Apollo, no. No, no. Thanks. Sorry, my cat's trying to attack my other tarot decks. But so, Gemini, what I'm looking at here, you're in this reflective phase. You're sitting in your own thoughts, trying not to let other people influence your thoughts about this person. Also, maybe in secret. I'm getting in secret. I feel like there's an intense attraction coming, and you're not exactly sure how to move forward on this with the Four of Swords. But I am going to tell you, Gemini, there is a strong sexual physical attraction to this person. Okay. And what I would say regarding the Ten of Pentacles here, I feel like it can go and build into something very stable and good. They're actually making me look at the Caduceus or Caduceus, whatever the heck you say that. Here, there's a lot of healing energy within the sexual nature of this connection, if that makes sense. Okay. You're a little up in your head because you don't know how to present, but you think about this person a lot, or you will be thinking about this person a lot, Capricorn. Beware of influences, third parties coming up with family, friends, possibly even addictions. Like if this person maybe has an addiction problem or you do, a drinking problem, whatever that may be, we all, know people and things happen, and life isn't always easy for everyone. But be cautious of that. But I do see that, like, this connection, you're very drawn to it. It's almost like an addiction for you. And you think about this person in a very intimate nature very frequently. And it's like you can't get them out of your head a little bit. You're trying to organize your thoughts on how to move forward on this connection with the Ten of Pentacles here. This could turn into like the balance you've been seeking. But I will say, I feel like be cautious of taking on burdens if this person does have some type of addiction situation going on. That needs to be like very clear and open, because with the Ten of Wands, like, you could be taking on their burden, and it's a lot of work to create the Ten of Pentacles with that. But I do see, like, it's a lot of work to make someone happy if they're dealing with that stuff. So you're gonna have to really think about this, okay? Connection. But I do see the insane attraction is there, and the potential for happiness is there. I just feel like this person may need to get their ducks in the row if there is some type of addiction problem, okay? Anyway, that's what I have for you. So just keep that in mind, move strategically, slowly communicate through everything with them. Don't just communicate in your own mind trying to organize your thoughts about everything, because what you think isn't necessarily what this person will think or how you will go in. But I do feel that this could be a very strong connection for you, okay? And I believe this was for Gemini. Yes. So I wish you guys the best of luck in that connection. Let's go ahead and look at Libra. Here you are, Libra. Let's go for Libra. Libra. Ooh. Some of you might be Libra. Okay. All right, Libra, I see you. Okay, Libra. You know what you deserve. You know you deserve something fair and balanced and honest and truthful and possibly leading toward marriage. You're very marriage oriented. You're very focused on like the goals of your future. The Hierophant card here at the foundation, I do see that this future coming in could lead you to that. Okay. Could definitely lead you to marriage, commitment, etc., etc. Now, what we're looking at here, we have the Five of Wands. I feel like there are potential, like, people fighting for your attention right now. There's also, like, if you are in a connection, there could be a little bit of drama going on, okay? I see you shutting down. Learning about things, but I also see you kind of shutting off your energy for a little bit. And that's okay to do. Sometimes we need breaks. And the reality is, Libra, like, just because just because you shut down your energy doesn't necessarily mean that you're like cutting people off permanently. Sometimes we just need a little break. We get a little overwhelmed, and that's okay. It's our method of understanding, and it's your method of, protecting your energy while you're making sense of things, okay? I feel like right now, like coming in soon, you'll have multiple suitors potentially, and I feel like you might need to take a little minute to figure out which one, but just keep in mind, it is 2023, and sometimes taking too long can kind of, deter people. Because, you know, they're like Dory the fish off of Finding Nemo because there's so many apps and they're like dating apps and they're like, oh, you look great. 3 days later, they're on to someone new. You know what I mean? So just keep that in mind. But I do feel like stay true to your goal of marriage here and a fair, just, truthful, loving, communicative, balanced relationship because I do see that that will lead to marriage for you. Okay, so really weigh your options when you're going through here, and it's okay to take that time and maybe, you know, not be so warm and open immediately. Give them, you know, maybe I've just heard make them work for it a little bit to show you. Like, you need proof that this person wants to be in your life, Libra. You need proof that they're not just gonna play whatever they want to play, okay? You know, like play games, waste your time, etc., etc. So stay true to who you are and follow that path because I see it leading to something very beautiful for you that you've desired for a long time. Okay, be cautious of upcoming arguments with people as well. Like if especially with the people that this is about, like if they're just not really showing you what you need down the road, when you're ready and you take your time, then you know, like don't be harsh about it, but and like just ghost them or something. Just you know, let them know with respect. That's all we can really do. Okay? You know, like hey, like I'm just not feeling this, that kind of energy. You know, like I really don't mean like I know you're gonna find someone amazing, whatever. Just let them down easy. Don't go like super cold and be rude because when we put that karma of hurting people out there, it in turn can come back, and we really don't want to do that, right, Libra? Anyway, that's what I have for you. We're going to move on to Aquarius. Spirit, angels, ancestors, and guides, and light me secret truth showing what's coming for Aquarius. I didn't even finish. Show me what's coming for Aquarius. I'm really not a bad shuffler. These are just kind of velvety and they grab. Okay, so we're taking the top one. Taking the top one. I know my lighting's off. It's like 6 a.m. and it's a little dark in here, and I don't know what's happening with this today. And do you like all my fingerprints? Those are fun. Okay, anyway. Aquarius. What sign just had this? Crosswatch on your signs, okay? See what they might, like, crosswatch on the people you're interested in, because see what's coming for them, okay? Aquarius. I feel like you're gonna go into a phase of trying to manifest love very soon. Okay, I feel like you've really been Nine of Wands guarded for a while. You know, I feel like you're very selective with who you let into your energy with the Nine of Wands here. Um, but keep in mind, you know, if you don't let anyone in, you'll never really get to know anyone, right? I feel like you may be dealing with a Leo or potentially a younger water sign as well for some of you, not for all of you. But I do see that you have the ability to manifest this, and you're trying to manifest something infinite, something strong, something lasting and enduring. Okay, Aquarius? The Page of Cups. I feel like, you know, sometimes coming forward, you may be experiencing someone a little younger than you for some of you, a little bit less experienced in the emotionality of love, and maybe doesn't know how to communicate or express their love. So just keep that in mind. But for some of you, I feel like there's also like you don't necessarily you're not used to presenting your love in a stronger form. Does that make sense? Like you're used to expressing your love in a minimal form, but it's a way of protecting yourself. And it's because you've had some problematic issues in the past with you know, conflict with people who don't necessarily respect the love that you're trying to give them. But are you presenting your love in a way that is respectful? That shows them that you actually care? Because I feel like right now with the Page of Cups energy, you may not be, or you may not have in the past, you know? And it's interesting because I feel like you're very driven to be successful in a relationship, but I feel like some things are getting in the way. You have some walls up from the ways people have treated you in the past, but I do feel like love is coming. Um, I actually feel like you're going to have a potential, like a few people kind of vying for your attention here with the Five of Wands. Um, just be cautious that you don't meet them with conflict and defense, because I feel like that will hinder you from allowing a bigger cup of love, if that makes sense. Because right now, you know, you've got the Page of Cups. That's not like a very well balanced amount of love coming through, okay? So I would just say, like, be cautious of how you present your love. If you expect a lot of love from someone, you have to give that in return. It's about fairness and equality, and you have the ability with the Magician card. And I do see the potential of that coming in soon from one of these suitors, okay? But just make sure that in doing so, you know, you're returning what you're trying to get, or providing what you're trying to get. Like, you can't, like, give them a little bit and expect a lot, if that makes sense. Like, that never works. Everything needs to stay fair and balanced in love. But anyway, that's what I have for you. We're gonna move on to Aries. Spirit Ages has this one card. Let's show me that which I need to see for my Aries. What is coming for my Aries? What is coming for my Aries? Okay, Aries. I feel like there's an adjustment in a loving situation going on. Something's changing. Okay, so we had the Two of Cups. This is, you know, there is equal love on both sides. Or there was at one point. But I'm going to kind of go through this, okay? Or there could be new love coming upon the horizon. And I feel like that's more what's going on here. There's new love coming upon the horizon, a new beginning with someone. It may even start out as a friendship. There is a determination right now with the Chariot of, you know, making sure that you're successful in what you're doing as far as you move forward with this, like, whole situation, okay? As far as you moving forward with this whole situation. I apologize. I can't really speak very well today. But what we're looking at here with the Eight of Cups, this is the potential to leave a situation behind. Okay, you may be coming out of something that's a little toxic here, Aries. The Eight of Pentacles, you're willing to put in the work and move forward. You're focusing on your job in the future, upcoming as well, a little bit more. And I feel like through that, you're going to be able to find something more balanced, okay? Sometimes we just need a little break, you know? Like, sometimes we really just need a little break from things if they aren't working out, and we need to separate. And it could be coming back into union with this person with the healing energy. However, it could also not. But I do see either you or your person stepping out of the connection for a little while, at the very least for a little while, okay? Focus on work is going to be pretty heavily important, and also putting in the work. I just heard that for some of you, putting in the work regarding this connection as far as yourselves, not as far as the connection, but in love. Like, there's an energy of like building ourselves up and putting in the work that we need to do to prepare ourselves for love. And I feel like once you can do that, you'll be able to achieve it very quickly. It's just going to take, correcting the things that we maybe did wrong in the past. Making better decisions, learning how to, treat people a little differently, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. Um, you know, and learning how to honor ourselves and respect ourselves moving forward as well. With the Eight of Cups, I do see someone walking away, okay, leaving what's behind to go find the Two of Cups. But I feel like you're going to find it. Like the Eight of Cups and the Two of Cups is the Ten of Cups, which is, emotional fulfillment and love, and a very loving, strong family connection, okay? Which is a deeper level of love than just, romantic and flirting. Um, it's loyalty, it's honor, it's trust, it's, the emotional aspects of love embraced in its entirety. So I do feel that's coming for you. Just stay true, stay focused with the energy of the Chariot toward your success with this. Do the work you need to do internally. Focus on your career, focus on your growth as a human being. And I feel like this is going to come very quick for you. Okay? That's what I have for you, Aries. Show me what I need to see for my Leos. Alright, we have. Show me what I need to see coming from my Leos. Oh, wow. Show me what I need to see coming from my Leos. Alright. Gonna be a little lusty, too. Oh, Leos. Leos, Leos, Leos. This is probably the best one so far. Leo, someone's coming in to offer you their cup of love. They have thought it out, they've planned it, they have the love in the cup for you, it's ready. Some of you, it may be an apology coming in. I feel you will be taking that leap of faith with this person. I feel like, you're going to kind of throw caution to the wind. Because I feel for some of you, this could be something you've been waiting on for a while. The Knight of Wands, they're going to be very eager to be physically intimate with you. Okay, I'm not going to lie. But keep in mind, this person may have a little bit of a tendency to lead with that, not so much with the love. I feel like this person may introduce their love that way, but then like seem a little bit more like it's just physical for a while. So just be cautious. Don't allow that to happen. There's a thing, like in life where we allow certain things to occur and we allow certain things in our lives. And, like if that starts to feel like the case, set a healthy boundary. But honestly, this person does have the love for you. I think they're just maybe used to kind of running wild. But I do see you guys taking a leap of faith in the future. And what's very interesting is I feel this person is kind of your match with the Empress. Like they could definitely be the one. So keep that in mind. It just may be like, you having to set some healthy boundaries on like, no, like I believe in monogamy. So if you want to be with me, that's what you have to abide by. And I'll abide by the same for you, like out of respect for each other. But I do see this coming in. Could be Taurus or Libra. Honestly, any sign. Aquarius. I don't know, keep that in mind, but looks good for you guys coming up here soon, Leo. Sagittarius. Okay, Sagittarius. I'm gonna say it like it is. We've got the Chariot here at the bottom of the deck. There's determination in the future, desire for success and victory amongst a situation. There's divine inspiration and timing to this as well. But keep in mind here what we're looking at, okay? Page of Wands. I feel like the person you may be dealing with coming up here may show that, their interests lie in the physical and maybe they don't know how to handle what it is you desire, okay? They're maybe on a less mature level than you in that area, like they focus more on the physical, trying to build something, but they don't necessarily know how, okay? I feel like you're kind of over that. There can be, if you choose, victorious communication over this situation. But I'm going to be really honest with you. I think you've outgrown this mentally. I think it's exhausted you, and I think that you're ready to make your own decisions and be a little bit more clear in your intentions. And I feel like that's what you're expecting from them. And I feel like they might not necessarily be providing that. Some of you are dealing with a Cancer. Can be any sign really. Air signs are heavy in here. But what I'm saying, Sagittarius, is I think you're pretty much moving on from this. I think you're stepping into your power. I think you're stepping into your truth. And you're like, I'm not willing to deal with that. So you're kind of severing a tie here. Okay. I do see that for you. I think it's been one too many times that this person has presented on this level of no. And if it's not one specific person, it could be taking a break and just being like, I'm going to focus on my own success because I just keep getting these boys that or girls or whoever that don't really know what it is that I truly need and don't know how to act toward the situation that I desire, and put their actions in. I feel like there's lots of words they promise and then never deliver. And I think you know that. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Sagittarius. Sending you tons of positive energy. I think you're going to be perfectly fine beyond that because you are a very strong sign, and with this Chariot card, you're going to make it, okay? You're going to achieve what you desire. Cancer. Spirit angels, ancestors, and guides. Ooh, Cancer. I was told to take these even though I normally just take the top one. Bottom of the deck, King of Swords. There's a new understanding coming in, Cancer. All right. There's love. Very fulfilled emotional love. 10 of Pentacles. This is the emotional fulfillment of a connection. This is the joy, the bliss, the harmony, the trust, the love, all of the emotional aspects in their full entirety. Okay, that's a very good thing. There's also this Knight of Pentacles energy here as well, which means presenting in a very thorough, stable aspect, coming in slowly, not necessarily rushing things, trying to provide something more stable. Okay, so I feel like this person could bring you a lot of happiness. There's going to be an awakening occurring with this connection. Some of you may be dealing with a Sagittarius. You may want to cross-watch theirs because, yeah. Because you might not be on the same vibing page, but I'm feeling some connection here. With the Judgment card, there's an awakening. It's healing energy. It teaches you to grow. It teaches you to move beyond. And it teaches you to embrace the happiness that lies within as well. I feel like you may not know there's all this love here from this person. And I feel like what they're trying to bring in is something more stable to you. Okay, or maybe vice versa. You're trying to bring that toward them. You're trying to maybe lock it down. Sometimes this can be the presentation of a ring, something to that effect. But there is this very huge vibrational frequency shift of judgment, which is the reckoning and the awakening, okay, to the truths that lie within. And I don't think that that's necessarily a bad thing. The King of Swords, there's lots of growth and understanding within this connection. There's lots of, honorable communication that will need to occur in order to achieve this. But I'm going to send you tons of positive energy toward that, Cancer, so keep that in mind. Show me what I need to see for Scorpio. Show me what I need to see for Scorpio. Bottom of the deck. Whew, I need more coffee. One sec. Okay, Scorpio, so we have the Eight of Swords. I see that you're deep in thought. You might feel a little trapped in this connection coming up. And I don't necessarily mean in this connection. It can just be about the communication. Like you maybe don't know how to express or say what you need to say. Or maybe this person might not. I'm kind of feeling like this is on your person's end. They may not know how to communicate what they want to communicate to you. They may feel... In not knowing how to communicate what they're wanting to communicate to you, they may be a little reckless with their communication, a little harsh. They may come forward and rush in and try to make things urgent in order to repair things. But what's interesting is I do see the King of Pentacles, okay? Could be dealing with a Taurus, but the King of Pentacles is fixed earth, and what we're looking at is someone who is stable, loyal, honorable, protective, financially, helps to provide or at least balance with you in that realm. For some of you, this could be a person that you're already involved with, okay? I feel like for some of you, this is a person that you're already involved with, and there's something that needs to be communicated that may not be being communicated correctly, okay? They're having a hard time trying to say what they want to say, or they're saying it. There may even be a little bit of argumentative behavior, but don't lose faith in this person because they are pretty stable here, okay? I feel like, maybe the ideas they're trying to present to you could lead to a more abundant life for both of you, if that makes sense. This is weird, but I'm getting a heavy money vibe. So for those of you who are like married or in relationships, there's ideas about like, I feel like this person has a lot of ideas, but they don't necessarily know how to go about them. So like they might be like, I want to go to school and do this, or I want to go and do this, or I want to go and do that. And then like, maybe they don't earn very much, and then there's a little bit of harsh communication, or like, they're over aggressively trying to communicate about it because they don't really know what to do. It could also be something that just needs to be communicated between you two romantically. It doesn't necessarily have to be about money, but I do see stability within this person, and honor and loyalty and nurturing energy. So keep that in mind, okay? They're a good person for you. I think you guys did just having some communicative issues, okay? Knight of Wands. At the bottom of the deck. Some of you guys, this person might kind of play games emotionally, so keep that in mind, and I don't think they necessarily intend to, but I feel like a lot of push-pull energy on there too. So I feel like they might, until they get their thoughts organized about things and present in this energy, they might be a little wishy-washy, okay? But keep in mind, like, hot and cold between the two of these, okay? Hot and cold right now, there's just a lot going on they're trying to deal with. Bear with them because they are an honorable person, okay? For some of you, this person may be revealing, like trying to figure out how to reveal some kind of truth. Um, like maybe if they did step out of the connection, that is a very select few of you. Most of you, I would say there's just some communication issues and hot and cold energy and a little bit of like miscommunication going on regarding the future of the connection and how they can provide, but they do want to be this King of Pentacles. Okay, so just keep that in mind. Either way, they do want to be this King of Pentacles for you. So if they have made some kind of mistake, I feel that they have learned and they're eager to fix that. But they're just trying to figure out how. Okay. Anyway, that's what I have for you, Scorpio. And now we have Pisces. Show me that change to see the Pisces. Okay, sorry, I have to get rid of some of this energy. Pisces. Okay, Pisces. So you're going to be viewing something as unfair, okay? And that's okay. It instills a little bit of fear in the situation of the moon card at the foundation here. So we're looking at something that, you know, makes you worry about whether or not you can continue along this path with this person, okay? You're going to be all up in your head with this. You desire justice. You do desire marriage with this person, or at least some kind of commitment or fairness regarding the situation to be like balance to be restored, whatever it may be. Okay, I do see the potential of this to be a pretty serious connection. Perspectives will need to change on this. Okay, so I feel like you're going to be a little up in your head trying to organize your thoughts, thinking about what's going to come with the Four of Swords here, thinking about how to handle this situation, weighing the pros and cons of this situation in person, whoever it may be. With the Hanged Man energy, though, I feel like there's going to be a pretty big shift, and you're going to understand the infinite energy that flows between you two and the potential for marriage. I just think there's going to be a big perspective shift once this communication actually occurs. Like, once your thoughts are organized and everything is understood coherently on your end of how you want to handle this, then you will be fine. And I feel that, you know, you're going to have this whole new perspective on how to handle this relationship that's going to help illuminate this moon energy. Because with the moon energy, it's all about fear. It's all about possibly even third parties that are in that mix, kind of confusing, you know, your own thoughts about a person. Keep those thoughts to yourself. You know, I mean, like, you can communicate with other people, but take their guidance or information with a grain of salt, because ultimately that decision needs to be well thought out by you so that you can come forward in this energy with your own new perspectives, not the perspectives of other people. Okay? Your own perspective is totally different than what someone tells you to think about a situation. A lot of times in life, we look for approval from people who maybe are not the best people for us to look for approval from. Okay? Because sometimes people just have hidden agendas. They don't necessarily like your person. They don't necessarily like this. They, you know, whatever. And that's like a very minute hidden agenda. Other people are just malicious. And I hate to say it, but it is 2023, and we have malicious, manipulative people all around this world. Okay? I'm not even gonna lie. Look at Facebook. Look at all these people fighting on Facebook over dumb stuff that doesn't even matter. And, you know, like, we're not going to change the politicians. We're not going to change this. They all suck, period. You know? But here we are, and we're in this energy with this person. And that's your decision. No one else can make that decision for you on how you view this situation, because your perspective is your perspective. And when you have a perspective shift, it usually comes in some form of like mental revelation where you're like, I never thought of it that way, you know, and like, you need to come to that on your own. You can't allow someone to affect a third party external to affect the way that your relationship operates, okay? Or the way that you think about your relationship, because your relationship is between you and this person, and there is potential for marriage here. There's a little bit of fear, but everything important in life is a little scary. So keep that in mind. Keep your thoughts yours about this situation and move forward with your new perspectives on it, okay? Maybe take some time and meditate and think about like what you're willing to accept, what you're not. Present that to this person, communicate, and if it works, it works. And if not, then you have a new perspective as you go into new relationships. But either way, it's going to be okay. And I'm really going to send you tons of positive energy toward this, Pisces, because I know things are difficult. But I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. Smash that like button, hit subscribe as you see if you would, and hit the notification bell if you'd like to be notified of future readings. I will be doing a bonus reading, so make sure to go to the all signs reading and like it and comment your zodiac sign in the all signs reading I did a day or two ago. Because on Saturday evening at midnight, I'll be going through the comments on that video, and the sign with the most comments will get the bonus reading on Sunday that will be available Sunday night. So thank you guys for watching. As always, have an amazing next until I see you. Have an amazing until I see you guys. But I love you. Thank you, and I'll see you soon.